Hello everybody and welcome back to OMSI 2, the bus simulator. Yes, we are back again. It's me and more bus videos, otherwise known as And More Central, depending on what day of the week and what video you're watching. And More Central is my main channel. That's where OMSI 2 started being filmed by me many moons ago, and where I now film my real life bus adventures, including me driving real life buses. So you can go and check out that main channel. But for now, we're on And More Bus Videos, the new home for my revamped OMSI 2 series, where in this mini-series that we're doing within our OMSI 2 episodes, and they release twice a week, on Tuesdays, not Tuesdays, on Thursdays and Sundays at 5 PM. Our previous mini-series was looking at the Blueprint Productions B90L and B70L Gemini packs. You can go and check out those videos on the channel in the OMSI playlist. But for now, as you can tell, this is not a Volvo, this is in fact an ADL Enviro 200, and in this series we are taking a look route by route, vehicle by vehicle on Cranleigh map, a brand new map that has been released not so long ago. Cranleigh has been in production for a very long time. In the time that I've been driving on OMSI 2, that must be about a decade now. That makes me feel old. Cranleigh was sort of started shortly after I started recording videos from OMSI 2, and here we are. Here we now have Cranleigh. Pretty much, we now have it on version 0.99. So if you watch my previous video, that I highly recommend you watch before watching this one, as that was my first initial opinions of the full map on Route 24 with a lovely Aviva MMC. This one, we're going to be taking a look at the Park and Ride route, the PR3 with a repaint made for the map. So this is the Cranleigh Park and Ride every 15 minutes into Cranleigh City Centre. It's in a sort of Park and Ride design livery that Stagecoach do use in real life in some areas, and I can't remember which particular area it is, my apologies. But they do use a very similar design using different colours, and as you can see, it is the Enviro 200 MMC enhancement pack. So you can download the initial vehicle on the FellowsFilm Forums, and then you can also download the enhancement pack that includes different variations of length and also includes updated interiors. So you can drive a Stagecoach interior like this, you can drive a bucket seat and other seats beyond what was initially provided in the V3D release. It is a free enhancement pack that is worth getting, and it has been made very well. So as I say, for this video we are driving the PR3 service from here to the High Street. So I'm going to get my blinds all changed, I think. Although what I might actually do is... oh no, it won't work, okay. I forgot what setup it was. Let me find this. It'll be here somewhere. There's a lot of blinds, so it does take some finding. Oh, we've got PR2. PR2 isn't a drivable route yet. At the moment, the only drivable Park and Ride is the PR3. I'm conscious I'm due to leave. I just need to try and find this destination blind. It'll be here somewhere. High Street. Oh gosh, we're on Flixbus destination lines. Okay, what am I actually looking for? Presumably, can I get away with just High Street? I don't know. Where are my destination lines? I am very confused. It must just be High Street. There we go. It must just be High Street. Yeah, they're all walking towards us, so we'll go up to the actual stand. Sorry, folks. And we'll get the... there we go. Something I did briefly touch on in the previous videos, I've had a little drive of this. The enhancement pack puts me in quite a weird driving position. I'm not 100% with that. I'd rather it be sort of like this, I think, slightly dipped down, but I think that's what I'm used to. I've just realised as well that we've got a panic alarm. That's exciting. We now have a panic alarm. So if any of the AI OMSI passengers panic me, we have an alarm for that. So there we go. So I think we're all ready to go. City Centre High Street. So we'll make a move. Just to point out as well, this park and ride site, I love how it is just an inlet here. Really, really self-contained. You've got fields around it that, again, is realistic to most park and ride sites nowadays where they are building them sort of fields and this huge land. So again, really realistic setup where you've got all the fields around, you've got a park and ride site, and then a nice little pulley to use as well. We do have quite a lot of park and ride routes in OMSI. I do think quite a few people do use park and ride routes who play OMSI, because there'll be folks like me who do try and travel by bus wherever I can and whenever I can, and there is other people that sort of either don't have the choice or do prefer to use their car. So for them, park and ride routes are probably going to be the most relatable thing. So it is quite good to have park and ride routes on different maps. And as I say, this I think is one of the better park and ride sites I've seen, definitely. So this is the 11.5 metre E200 MMC. So this is a length variation that was included in the original V3D release. There was the 8.9 metre and the 11.5 metre. You can also, with the enhancement pack, drive the 10.8 metre. That is the MMC I've driven in real life. There is some videos coming out in the next day in the life of bus driver series of MMCs in real life. So for this particular video, because of its timing and the fact it's an 11.5 versus 10.8, I'm not going to discuss too much of my sort of real life connection to these, purely because I do want to save that. Where is the sun? I feel like I've just missed it. Oh, it's there. Oh, that'll do then. We can get a nice...
Oh my God.
Sorry. Like this, straight into dual carriageway. I am a fan of this. There we go. Let's get a nice screenshot of this. Has to be. Unfortunate that has to be quite zoomed in. That is a shame. But I do feel like that provides us with the context. And what I will, because the problem is with this one, I'm still not 100% fan of the camera views. I'd rather have that closer up camera view that we get when we're driving sort of the 400 MMC and the Blueprint Productions. This one annoys me just a little bit. But still got some nice views and still showing off the full livery and love the sunlight. Need to look on. It does look really, really nice. I have noticed a slight misspelling in one of the words on the branding. Do let me know in the comments if you've also clocked that. I don't know if it's intentional copyright reasons or unintentional. I don't know. I would imagine it's intentional for some good reason. Oh, there's another one. This is excellent. Some nice dual carriageway action. And again, realistic, because you wouldn't necessarily with a big city have people travelling, so I don't know why those signs are uploaded. You wouldn't necessarily have people travelling so far into the centre of a city. You wouldn't do it. You'd have your park and ride site where applicable a lot more further afield. This is also a limited stop route. It links other stops to park and ride and in the centre. The kind of park and ride routes that I know. York has a mix of these and routes that serve every stop, so you get a good variety there. Personally, when driving an OMSI 2, I do prefer these ones. So we've been here before, as you can see. The 24 goes that way. This was the Adlington, for those of you that were very observant, the Adlington park and ride site. So I didn't know whether I wanted to drive it from the city centre out to Adlington or from Adlington to the city. But I thought, because we did the 24 in the previous video, and that's like a stopper start from Adlington Estate, I thought it'd be really good to do this in the same direction, just to get that extra level of bearings. Why have we stopped? Lights are green. Oh, there we go. It moves as soon as I move. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. There we go. also thought it'd be a nice contrast to see what areas have been made on the direct route as opposed to the 24 that did go through everywhere. So we're getting that kind of contrast of the dual carriageways and bits like that. Again, it's a nice sort of contrast to Strathshire that follows a very similar model on a smaller scale. But as you can see, we've got this national speed limit here. I do act like I've driven this route already. I really haven't. That's why I travel through the trees. But we've got this dual carriageway. We've got the realistic connection that you have with the real life bus routes. This might be another screenshot up because that looks really, really nice. Yeah, we'll get another. I'm not gonna get rid of the. There we go. Well, we've got this dual carriageway that's running alongside there, and I think this is a nice expansion of a map like Strathshire, where the park and ride route is taking an entirely different route. Entirely different route. I think it's really, really cool, apart from the trees. I think it's really, really cool that we are going down this dual carriageway. And it also means that when you're running from the depot and doing dead runs and bits like that, although I don't know where the depots are yet, that is a movie on my end, I just haven't looked, unfortunately. As of yet, but it's quite cool to know that there is more depth to the map. Again, as you can see, this is awesome. This is really, really awesome. And there's another park right side that we've patched. How exciting! Note as well, nice little extra addition of an SOS help point. I really like that, that's cool. Again, it's just the sheer detail with this map. As I say, the previous video was my initial opinion, but now knowing where the benchmark is for that detail, I'm spotting more and more additional bits that just look so cool. The little things that you sometimes forget to include and look really, really cool. And I'm always a little bit sceptical when we have a park and ride route in a map, because I've driven that many different park and ride routes across that many different maps in OMSI that sometimes do get a little bit bland, and sometimes they're really, really similar, but this is totally different. This is totally different roads. These roads have had to be made for this route, so it's not like you've got sort of a big corridor and you think, I would like to add an extra route on my park and riding. This is actually an additional thing. This is an extra thing that has taken a lot of time and a lot of effort to add. And then the sheer detail included, like there's houses there, again, the realism of the houses as you get closer to the city, and as we seem to load in the entirety of the AI in the city centre. Oh goodness, it's had a little bit of a reprimand. Oh my goodness, okay. Exciting. It's just loaded in the AI for the city. I think for the next video we will start in the city centre. But yeah, I just decided to load in all the AI monsters. My apologies, it's not. These things still haven't loaded. So my apologies. So just, I can't remember what that arrow said back there. We definitely had an arrow. I really hope that that didn't say pull into the city. Just gonna double check. No, we're not in the city yet. And you saw a 10.8 metre then, presumably on a 17 or an 18. So this is the roundabout. We're going over the roundabout that the 24 goes under. Again, this is really, really cool. Really, really cool. And again, now you see the use of the bridge. Like, you've got that involved in the interworking with this is amazing. Again, this is a map that has been in production for a very long time. I've got a little bit of a feeling that I wasn't supposed to come this way and I was supposed to go down there. I've got a sneaky suspicion I was supposed to go down there. I was, and I think because the game decided to have a little bit of a boo-boo, I was supposed to pull off there, wasn't I? But got to go over the flyover. We're going to do a little bit of an exciting thing. Again, a reminder on the junction would probably have been really appreciated there, I think. We're gonna have to shoot down here because that doesn't exist. So this is gonna be a... This is something you don't do in real life, okay? Don't try this at home. Don't try this at home, but yeah. Rectifying this. Again, I think an extra reminder of an arrow would be helpful there, especially if it's a known lag spike point that it was, where it is a point where it is going to lag and it is going to, we are going to go through some walls, but I'm going to zoom out so that we don't see the damage of that. There we go. Sorted. It would have been nice to have a reminder because I thought I saw a reminder and then dared click back to check because then we'd have had to unload everything in again. So it would have been really, really nice to just have an additional reminder at that point, I think. Oh, let me just see where I'm supposed to be going. So that's going to Ardlington. So where's that come from? So let me just... I'm just going to double check to make sure I've got the right way because there's really no point in going the wrong way here. The only issue is there's a missing arrow there as well. But then again, the buses sort of has already gone round the roundabout, so I don't really know where we're supposed to go. This is towards the city, isn't it? Yeah, this is towards the city, so we'll assume this is the direction we're going. I'm very confused. Unless that was supposed to extend and for some reason it hasn't. Oh no, that's going up to go that way, okay. No, we were definitely supposed to come off here. There was one single arrow and then the numbers disappear. So again, it is 0.99, it isn't finalised, it isn't perfect, but we are looking to be part of what is a very late public beta testing point, sorting out these final elements. So, again, not 100% perfect, but as you can see, we manage, we roll, we deal with it, and even if we do have to go the wrong way down the slippery road. But again, it's not real life, it's fine, it's all good. Now I can keep going because I know that car to left will stop after the previous video. Last time I sort of had to slam on because I was like, oh my goodness, it's coming out as well. Well, we did it one car, but we another because the car just slammed on. That is the one thing I hate. Oh my god,
that was close.
Well, a bit closer than close. And then it's, yeah, that's the one thing that will continue to annoy me about OMSI is AI traffic, which just randomly decides it's going to cut you up. Like if it would indicate and move across at the speed that it was travelling on that set road, it would find that because they slam all onto the manoeuvre slowly, it just causes so many problems. As demonstrated. So on the map, as far as I'm aware, Stagecoach operate this, the 17 and 18 circulars, and the 31 local route. So they operate a relatively small lot, it seems to be predominantly single deckers. Arriva seems to be the main operator here that, as I say, does flip the cars, it does make a change. As I say, I get to drive Arriva buses, as I discussed in the previous video. However, it is also cool to have Stagecoach involved, it is cool to have that second operator. There we go, the PR3 signs have returned. Well, there was such a length in them, even I was slightly uncertain if I was supposed to have gone a different way. It just needs to be a little bit more consistency with those signs, I think, just for this particular road. Although at least for future we do now know that we're supposed to come off at that dual carriageway, so, and not go over the flyover as much as the flyover was exciting. We We just got, well, the excuse is we just got really sidetracked by the flyover and got very, very excited by it. That is the excuse if anybody asks. It's such a lovely livery. It really, really is. It's bugging me. I think it's Chester that have this livery design, but in a different colour. I think it's Chester, because I know that they have the ones with the aircon pods, that I know that's what this is inspired of. That mirror is still very slow. And all the time I've known this bus being released, that mirror's always very slow to look at. That's a bit quicker than what I usually do. Bridges, again we discussed in the previous video how it is really cool to have all these bridges. It just gives that real life sense about it. Just really, really nice, because usually, as I say, bridges are quite a rare thing in OMSI, as are hills in urban areas, so this sort of hits the nail on the head with both of them. So unlike before, when we turned right on the 24th, this particular one we are going straight forward. I'm also aware that we are near our first stop at Haymarket very, very soon. We've got Haymarket, High Street, and then Grosvenor Place, all within a very short span of time, I must add, as I do think it's taken a slightly longer than planned. It is about, roughly speaking, about 15 minutes from the Park and Ride side to the city centre, that I think is a nice good length route, and it is split for journeys, as you can see. The journeys and the blinds are split between High Street and to the city centre, and then back out instead of it being one loop. I personally prefer that, because it very much annoys me when you arrive back at the site and everybody's self-boarding the bus. And it also proves that if you are willing to do this, it proves that you are confident that your route is long enough, to which I do believe this is. It's long enough, and it has the variety of scenery enough, and that dual carriageway element that still really excites me. And if I do end up running late on something like those 24s, that is really good to know that you can do a realistic... Oh, I'm supposed to serve my stop, so that's Millhead Theatre. Oh, well, no one's getting off anyway, but it's not my bus stop shape. Not my stops. It's not my stops. It says theatres, but I've only got Haymarket on here, unless that was... Oh no, it wasn't Haymarket. But we are very, very close to Haymarket, apparently. Is the key word. So as we go in, I'm going to show service bus partnership on the line. Something else I've noticed as well with the enhancement pack is the blinds on this change a bit quicker than they used to do on the initial V3D release. They used to take absolutely ages on the initial V3D release to change. They are a little bit quicker. Still annoying that it doesn't centre itself at the back. Ever since that and the side, but the front and centre, so that's what matters. Again, exploring another part of the city centre. This is Haymarket. That is probably the worst parking I've done in quite a while. And everybody's alighting at Haymarket, fair dues. And it's like, yep, first stop in the city, just like they do on real life Park and Ride. It's the first stop in the city, so it must be the main city stop, I forget. And again, it's on a hill. It's just an extra detail. Oh, we came down here at 24. And it's on a hill. You've got that realism with it, where not every city centre is flat. Like, you've got that just added extra detail. Although I say that, no, I don't think it is, actually. No, this is pretty this is different to where we went. And now we're definitely different. Oh, this is cool. One-way street past the church. Very, very nice. It's like Lincoln York vibes. Oh, I don't know where we're going now. We haven't reached the end of the route yet. It hasn't given me the summary. But I'm going to presume that in true park and ride fashion, this terminates somewhere really random. This is really cool, this idea you are driving around the city. And it's all different, like it's not just one same standard. You get different vibes from different parts of driving through the city, just like you do in real life in cities. It's not just all the same, there's just that variety. It's such an awesome map, this is. And it's free to download. Again, you do need Hamburg day and night, but that shouldn't be a burden on anyone because that is a superb map. So you do require that, but at the end of the day, it's worth it, and this itself is a free map. So to say your only active dependency is a map you do want to be driving, you do want to drive the cool mercs, it really, really is worth it. So yeah. Oh my goodness, so again, this one's straight out, so it does have it on a different timetable, but when you arrive at 9:15, you are straight out at 9:15. Really exciting. I really, really enjoyed that. That was really cool. Really, really love the route. Nice variety for park and ride route. Really nice and uniform with the vehicles. The branding's spot on. I mean, we've got, again, Cranleigh, the little logos, the little extra attention to detail. The livery looks spot on. The busted spot on, absolutely suited. The only slight issue is the arrows again. But again, we do have to remember it's version 0.99. It's still not classed as a version 1 release, a full release. So again, we do have to bear that in mind. We do have to think we're very, very lucky to be able to drive this map. Very lucky that it's free. Very, very lucky that it's free, because for detail like this and things you would expect it to be in a payware nowadays. But anyway, oh dear. There we go. That was the first cough, proper cough of the video. I've done quite well compared to the last one. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then do be sure to click that like button so that more people can find the video and enjoy it like you have. If you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe to the Andmore Central YouTube channel. That's the one you're watching now for more content like this from the OMSI 2 world as we continue our exploration into Cranleigh, the different routes, different vehicles, the different liveries, and have a look at the map further. There's a lot to the map. It's very, very exciting. So do make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, and do check out while you wait for our releases on Thursdays and Sundays at 5 PM GMT. Do make sure you check out the previous OMSI 2 revamp series that was looking at the Blueprint Productions B9 and B7TL Gemini packs. The videos that were really, really worth watching. Do also check out my main channel and more central for all my real life bus adventures and some videos of me driving buses in real life so you can compare and contrast. For now though, I really hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next video I make. Bye for now. Bye.